Well, hi friends, it's Andrea. I have been cleaning house all day and I just got a shower, washed and dried my hair, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a video and show all of my customers and followers how to work with these new fall holiday products because they are so pretty. And they're just, the pigments in these eyeshadows are so intense, and the fun delivery of these new lip balms and these gel cream cheek colors, they're just something a little bit different than what we have in our regular line, and I just think it's fun to play. So I'm going to take you guys along with me as I get ready here, and I'm just going to walk you through and show you exactly how to use all these products. Okay, so obviously I've cleansed and I've done my Serum Plus C with a little bit of the ferulic acid and niacinamide booster. That's what really helps with even skin tone and brightening. And then I did my moisturizer, and now I'm gonna do foundation primer. This is always my first step in kind of bridges between skincare and makeup. So I just kind of press this foundation primer into my skin. You know, this is one of my favorite products. I absolutely will not put on makeup without it. It fills in every little crack, crevice, pore, imperfection, brings your skin all to one even surface, plus it acts like Velcro and holds your makeup on. Then I'm going to take one pump of my CC cream. I've been using light to medium all summer, and I feel like it's maybe a little dark for me right now, but I don't have any very light in stock. So you know that my favorite way is to just kind of emulsify it between my fingertips and just, again, it's almost like I'm pressing it into my skin. Just the warmth of my fingertips just really blends it and smooths it out. You can totally use a foundation brush to apply your CC cream or your foundation. And sometimes I do, but most of the time, honestly, after studying with makeup artist Robert Jones 4 times now through the years, this was just one of the tips that he gave that I distinctly remember in a class, was just, you know, tinted CC cream is tinted moisturizer. And so it really does well with just being kind of blended into your skin. So you see how that just kind of brought everything to kind of an even skin tone, just kind of evened out my complexion. However, because I'm 56, there's always a little bit more work to do. So this is where our new under eye corrector comes in. And I'm really excited about this product, except I'm still getting used to it, how much to... This is, oh, and that's too much too. All right, just bear with me here. This is a new delivery system for our under eye corrector. It's had a makeover. It's in a tube with a tiny little precision applicator, which makes it really easy to apply, but I'm just having to get used to how much to dispense. And then I'm gonna take my concealer brush here, and I'm just gonna pat this product. Notice it's got a peachy tint, and what that does is it counteracts the bluish purple of the under eye circles. And you know, I totally meant to do my eyes first. I watched a video the other day of a girl in Mary Kay, real cute girl, that she always does her eyes first, and then she goes back and does her makeup, and that way she can clean up any fallout that happens. And that's a really good idea. I just am so out of the habit, I forgot to do that. So we may have to go up and clean up a little bit. Another tip is with the new concealer. It looks exactly like the under eye corrector, but you'll notice it's a little lighter. Like this is a peachy tint, which is specifically for that purple, you know, bluish under eye. But I'm gonna show you a little tip I got from her. She likes to use a little bit of concealer on her eyelids. And y'all know that I'm obsessed with the cream, what is this? Cream eyeshadow, the matte that we came out with last, I don't know, last fall, last summer sometime. And I stocked up on them, but you know, I'm gonna run out of them. And then Mary Kay just recently announced that they're going to retire these and they're going to switch over to a new formula, which is going to be an eyeshadow stick. So I know it's always, I'm gonna use the same brush. You can use your finger too. But this girl always does concealer on her eyelids, and it just, especially if you have discolored eyelids that maybe are veiny or reddish purple, this just provides a nice base for your eyeshadows. Plus it really makes the colors in these palettes pop that we're gonna work with today. But anyway, I know it's a little disconcerting whenever Mary Kay retires a product that we're attached to. But I don't want y'all to worry, because 99.9% of the time, whatever they bring out to replace it is just better. It's new and improved. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of going around and seeing anywhere that needs a little more coverage before I do my powder. I don't really have any blemishes right now. It's like a miracle. But you know, always a little redness, just little imperfections that come up. And then before I do powder, I'm gonna use this new gel cream cheek color. And again, this is so fun. And I'm gonna give you a tip with this. I wish I'd have known. When you get this product, it comes with a little piece of almost like cellophane or foil, you know, it's like a little thing that you peel. You know how you buy ranch dressing and you have to peel the thing off before you can squeeze it out? Same thing with these. And the tip was, don't peel it, because then you get this big hole and too much product comes out. So instead, take like the back of your earring and poke it through the hole, and then you just got a little bit. Whereas right now, you know, I've got kind of a big hole here in this. So, ooh, see, you can easily get too much product. But we're just gonna play with this, and we're gonna see what happens with this really pretty color that is called Coral Kiss. And I've worn this a couple times, and I'm just gonna work with my fingers and just kind of blend it in, because it actually does blend nicely. I think I'm gonna be able to use more than I thought. It blends nicely. It's really easy to work with, and it just kind of gives your cheeks a little glowy pop of color. And, you know, not everybody loves a gel cream blush. Some people prefer a powder, and that's fine. Ordinarily I do, but sometimes it's just fun to play around with something a little bit different and see how that just kind of puts some color and warmth there into your cheeks. And then we're gonna go over it with powder, because it's always cream over cream, powder over powder. So I'm gonna take my light to medium setting powder, which is still a good color for me, and I'm just gonna tap it all over my face, because I like a nice matte look. Us oily girls don't like to be shiny. Now, I'm much less oily than I used to be, thank goodness. As I've aged and gone through menopause and all that good stuff, I'm just not as oily as I used to be. But there's still that tendency. So now, see how pretty that is? I think I could almost put a little bit. Sometimes if that's not enough, then I'll take a little bit of Shy Blush on my brush and just go back over it. Just because you want that little bit of glow, a little bit of color right there in your cheeks. Okay, I think that's enough. Then I always go back and blend with my powder brush, just so we don't have any harsh lines, so that everything's nice and blended. Okay, let's get to these eyes, because this is the fun part. The one I'm gonna do today is called Inner Fire, It's an eyeshadow palette, and it's got 6 eyeshadows, and as you can see, they're warm colors. They're very warm. So these are just really pretty, fun, warm colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this one, and it says, the colors are on the back. It says this one is called Hot Clay. It's cool. Is that right? Yeah, Hot Clay. All right, so we're going to pick up some of that. And I'm just gonna kind of start working in circles with this is my blending brush. This is normally the eye brush that I would blend everything out with, but because these colors are really pigmented and they're really gonna grab, especially since I did the concealer. And let me go back and talk about this concealer a little bit. These are a different formula than what we had, and they're better. They're more hydrating, they don't crease, they don't cake, they don't seep into your fine lines. They are a multi-benefit concealer, and they have a lot of hydration properties in them. So they just are better. Better for your skin, better at coverage, better, longer lasting wear, all the things. So I think that you will love trying them. Don't panic and worry that, you know, they're new. New doesn't mean bad, and Mary Kay, new always means good, because it means, I think the last time our concealers had an update was like 7 years ago or something. So I love that Mary Kay's always improving and always, you know, working in our amazing manufacturing facility there in Dallas with all the dermatologists and the scientists and everybody working together to really give us the latest, greatest products. Okay, then I think what we will do is we will pick up a little bit of this color. It's real sparkly. It's called Radiant Bronze. And what's cool about these products, it's not really a shimmer like we're ordinarily used to. This is more almost glittery like it's real. Look how pretty that is. It's just real shimmery. And you can do this with a light hand, you can do this with a heavy hand, whatever you want to do. You can intensify it, you can tone it down, and remember, it's always in the blending. So I'm gonna go back and clean my blending brush, but see how that just kind of, that's so pretty. Just intensified that color and added some sparkle and shimmer. Then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here with this color, and this is called Ignited Ivory. That's pretty. We're gonna get some of it, and we're just gonna do this inner corner with it, and whoo, it is sparkly and shimmery and so pretty. This would be great palettes for holiday looks. They're gonna be pretty at Christmas time. It's definitely something that's going to sell out. And I think that it's why Mary Kay lately is making some changes to our regular line eyeshadows and retiring some of them, because they're wanting to make room for some of these fun limited edition things on a seasonal basis so that we can have some fun colors to play with. And notice it's okay that it kind of got underneath. Y'all know I like to go in there and do that inner corner anyway, so I think that's good. Then let's see what else we've got here. Okay, I think it would maybe be fun to grab some of that gold up there. It's called Gold Greatness. Let me clean off my brush. Let's grab some of that gold. Let's maybe put it just right there in the center of the eye. Ooh, I like that. It just kind of warms it up. Let's just kind of go right there in the middle of our eyelid there. Okay, now hang with me, because I know right now you may be thinking, whew, I don't know about that, Andrea, but hang on, because we're gonna go back. We're gonna blend everything out so that we don't have any harsh lines. It's all just kind of blending. And then I'm still gotta do my brows. We'll do some eyeliner. Mascara makes all the difference in the world, but I tell you what, I think while we're here, I'm gonna come in and grab some of this deep brown. It's called Bring It Brown. I like that. Bring It Brown. And let's do something fun. Let's see if I can find the right brush. Hang on. Hang with me. Let's see if we can do it with this tool. This is the Precision applicator brush. Let's see if we can just kind of do almost like an eyeliner with this. That's what I'm trying to do. It's a little softer than going in with a pencil. Let me see if I can look in this mirror. This is really hard to see. But I like that. It's a little bit, it's just gonna give a little bit of a, kind of make that lash line look a little thicker before we go in there with mascara. But it's not, it's gonna be a little bit softer look. Since our eyeshadow is pretty bold, I don't wanna go too heavy with eyeliner, because we've already kind of got some bold color. But then look, I am gonna go underneath with it. And again, this is a softer look. I never go underneath my eye with a pencil, ever, 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 ever. It's just too harsh at my age. So then let's come in, let's curl our lashes. This is important. If you have stick straight eyelashes, because then, and if you have a little bald, sand flea, no color eyelashes like I do, you really want them to stand up. And when you put your mascara on, if they're sticking straight out, that's no good. And we're gonna come in here with this Great Heights mascara, which is my new favorite mascara. I thought Lash Love Panorama was my favorite, and I still do love it. But this new Great Heights mascara, I don't know, there's something about the way that it separates each lash and just makes them look real fluttery and real natural. And the trick is 3 coats. That's really the trick. You can never, one thing Robert taught us, you can never have too much mascara. Especially somebody like me that has no color. My eyelashes are literally translucent. They have no color. So mascara is a game changer. It completely changes my look. You'll see in a second. I go from sand flea to person immediately once I have some eyelashes. But the key is to go back and just wiggle there at the base and pull out and really get all those lashes coated and get those 3 coats on. And you know, as we age, our lashes just get more sparse. They just do. And I used to put lashes on, and sometimes I think, oh, I should do that again. But the problem now is I wear glasses all the time. I don't ever wear contacts anymore. I mean, if I was gonna go to like a wedding or a formal event or something, I would put my contacts on. But just for every day, I just cannot see out of my contacts anymore. I can't. You put prisms in my glasses, whatever that means. And I guess you can't mimic prisms in contact lenses. You can't do that. And so I just don't see as well in my contacts. So I just, for years, a couple years now, I just wear glasses all the time, which I can't believe. Because I always was a fan of my contacts. Okay, we've definitely got some fallout under here from the shimmery eyeshadow, but that's okay. We're gonna go in and clean that up. I think that's why this girl that I watched her video, she does her eyes first and then she goes back and does her face makeup so that she can clean everything up under her eyes. But see how nicely this wand just lets you, and the Fanorama does too, lets you really get those bottom lashes nicely. But man, there's something about this new Great Heights that really gives me some fantastic lashes, don't y'all think? Don't y'all think that makes a difference? Okay. You know, right on schedule, my nose has to itch because I'm on camera. Never happens any other time, ever. All right, now I'm still using the heck out of this little brow kit that was limited edition. See, limited edition is not a bad thing. Limited edition just means fun, new, trendy products that lets you try something different. And I love them. And I love this brow kit. And I have one more left. And I'll have to go back to probably either a pencil or the brow gel. But right now, I just really like the way this does. Just brush this. I do the blonde brow kit, and this is the middle product. And I just put it on there. Look at the difference. Look at that. It's huge. Huge difference in brows, what they do to frame and shape your face. And once you get used to having them, again, I just feel bald, kind of like a little sand flea without them. So it's worth taking the time. Okay. Doesn't take long. It's worth that. Brush that one out. Okay, now for, I'll let my hair down a little bit. Okay. Now let's do, I am kind of obsessed with the pink nude lip liner just because it just gives me a little definition. My lips don't have any color in them. And I like to outline them just to give them a shape. I mean, you can barely see it, but it makes a difference. And then this is what I want to show you, is this coral. It's called Coral Blaze. And it's a tinted lip balm. It's very creamy. It goes on so creamy. It's really pretty by itself. It doesn't have a ton of color, but it's enriched with jojoba oil and almond oil. And so it's very hydrating. If you're a chapstick girl, this is like an added boost and benefit because it gives you a little bit of color. And then I'm still obsessed with the lip oil that we had back, again, a recent limited edition product. And just because I really like a lot of shine and a lot of moisture. There's not a ton of color in this either. But since my eyes are pretty, what would you say? It's not heavy. It's not strong. I don't think it's overkill. I think it's really pretty. Can you see the shimmer? Can you see the sparkle? I don't know if it's coming through how this light is. I was so excited about my new office because I have this huge window and I have all this light that comes in, but I don't know. It's kind of overcast today here in Tennessee, our new home. But hopefully you're seeing that okay. Okay. I don't know if I did a little bit too much cheeks there or if that's good. I don't know. I just feel, I don't want to be washed out, you know? Again, we're just going to go in and powder everything. Get it all set. And then at the end, I like to come in with finishing spray. Oh, it's my favorite. It just sets everything. It's like hairspray for your face. It just sets everything so it's not gonna go anywhere. I need to still go fix my hair. I blew it out and straightened it, but I need to put some hairspray in it. But I think this is so pretty. What do you think? Let me know. Would you wear this look? I think I'm gonna put together a little special. This is $40 for this, for the, so you get 6 eye colors, and we used 5 in the look today. And then you've still got this fun one called Fiery Coral that you could play with. And you can either leave these in here or you could actually pop these out and put them in your compact. If you have one of those compact pros, but I think this is a great little compact. It's magnetic. It's real sturdy. It has a mirror. So it's just a fun look for the holidays, and you've just got lots of fun things there. And then this gel cream blush, those are, the eyeshadows are 40, these are 20. And then the lip balms are 20. So that's 40, 60, $80 for all that. And I don't know, I might just do a little special that you can get all those for like 75, you know, just do a little deal. I don't know, watch for that. Watch on my social media. I'm gonna post this in my, okay, here's the deal with social media that drives me crazy is they have something called an algorithm. And whether or not it drives, whether or not you see my posts or anybody's posts that you follow, okay? If you follow somebody, if you like or comment on what they're posting, then the algorithm is going to keep showing you more of their content. If you never like or post or interact with the message at all, then it'll start to hide the content. So that may be why you might follow someone and then suddenly realize, I haven't seen any Sally's posts lately. Wonder why she's not posting. And you go look for her page and find out she's been posting all along. You just haven't seen anything. That's how it works for Instagram and Facebook. Drives me crazy. I hate it. It's part of the game that we have to play. And like, I don't care if you like or comment. I mean, I love to get your comments. I love to hear your feedback. I don't need it for any kind of affirmation or check off, let's see how many likes I got. It's not that. But I would encourage you to try to interact some on both my posts and anybody that you follow that you want to see their stuff, because that's what's happening is it's getting buried and then you're not seeing it. And that's frustrating. It's frustrating for us when we make the content, because I really do want to share my tips and my tutorials and, you know, all the good information I want to share and show you how to use the products and how to get, you know, the best bang for your buck and all that. But then, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, did anyone see this? I don't know. And I try to put it on Facebook here on my private customer page. And then I try to post it on my YouTube channel because I have like 1,000 followers on YouTube. I don't even know who they are. I know who people are on here because I've sent you an invite. You're my client, or you're someone that's purchased from me or that's interested in my beauty tips, and I've added you to the page, and you've accepted the invite. That's why you're seeing this on Facebook if you're watching this there. But if you're on YouTube, I've put it to my YouTube channel just so that more people can see it and benefit from it. But I've got like over 1,000 followers, and I can't see who, like, I don't have any clue who they are. And I don't even really know how to do YouTube. I just throw it there as kind of an archive, as a place to store it, because Facebook will like take it away after 30 days or something. So I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of ways to play the game and to, you know, be better at social media. In another season of my life, I probably would have been way into that. At this point, you know, I have only so much time and so much patience for all of that. So anyway, hope this was helpful. But if you love this, if you think it's something that you might like to add to your fall makeup repertoire, I recommend this palette with the coral cheek color and the coral lip balm. We also have the pink purple palette that you could do with the pink, bright pink lip balm, which I love it too, love it. And do one of the pinky cheek colors. We can customize it for you. So just let me know what you need. I'll link my website in the comments, and that way you can shop or you can contact me directly, whatever is convenient. All right, you guys, let me know if you liked this and if you'd like to see more stuff like this. I'll probably do another tutorial with the purple palette. It's a little bit outside my comfort zone. I like these colors better, but then again, who knows? It's fun to play. And like sometimes if you're wearing a purple or fuchsia or plum, you know, outfit, that obviously that's the way that you would go. So we'll do that next. That'd be fun to experiment with. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.